Today we're back on the back porch talking Spartan U.S. National Championship Series Utah preview.
ObstacleRacingMedia.com.
Let's start by talking about the course. Have you done Utah in past years? Well, that will not help you because this year we're at a brand new venue. I spoke with Tyler Gobin, this year's race director, and he gave me lots of great stats. The course is going to be right at 8 miles and it starts at 6K of elevation. We're going to have 2,500 up and 2,500 down with 28 obstacles. He told me it's a very mellow start and the trail is much more accommodating than, say, Big Bear, meaning you're going to ascend slightly slower rather than straight up the mountain. Most of the grade overall is only 10 to 12%, with the steepest being about 28%. It's a lot of open ski slopes and trails with no bushwhacking. Right at 8 miles, so the first 3.5 are going to be slowly up, then about 1.5 miles on flat up top, and then the rest is going to be straight down 5 to 8 miles. Of these 28 obstacles, nothing's brand new, nothing should trip anybody up, except for one interesting thing: the spear comes towards the end. So if you have a nice big lead going to the last mile and you miss that spear at obstacle 24, you're in deep doo-doo. Alright, on to this year's U.S. Championship points chase, and let's start with the men. I'm going to start with two men who have no chance of winning the point series, but could mess some things up. That's right, old-timers, Cody Moat, Toby Call, both past Tahoe champions, both do great in this kind of terrain. Why? Well, they live there. If either of those men show up in the top 4, that's a lot of points they're taking away from someone who really needs them. Ryan Atkins has the points lead going into this race. He would have to do really poorly to not win the championship series. Let's do a little refresher on who's won the series. Kempson, VJ, Atkins, and Johnny Luna Lima. Did I repeat anybody? No, I did not. 4 races, 4 different winners. Having said that, Atkins is clearly in the best position to win this series. How did Big Bear go? That might be a little bit of an indication. Johnny Luna Lima shocks the world, beats everybody. Atkins in second, Woodsy in third. Woodsy, as we all know, horribly disappointing season. So even if Woods makes the podium, he's not seeing the championship series podium, but again, he can take away valuable points from someone else. However, 3 of the Ryans, Atkins, Kent, and Kempson, all have a chance at the podium depending on how things fall out. Johnny Luna Lima is the other man with a great shot at the podium based on that amazing finish in Tahoe. Let's talk about the bottom 5 in the top 10. Names that we're starting to hear a lot more about based on their performances up to this year. Everyone's favorite bachelor, Kirk DeWitt, currently in 5th with 777 points. Tyler Veerman, a mere 15 points behind him. In 7th right now is Aaron Snoopy Newell. He's doing well on the trail circuit, he's dating Nicole, he talks a lot of trash, he's really fun to watch. Rounding out the current top 10, Batris, Hosick, and the other Ryan, Ryan. Yeah, that guy. Now let's move on to the women. Lindsay is currently in the lead, with Nicole a mere 24 points behind. That means it's winner take all. Win this race, you are the U.S. champion. For Lindsay, it would be a repeat championship, and I believe 3 or 4 in a row? Everyone knows Nicole is the queen of the short course. She wins a lot of sprints, she takes home the OCRWC short courses. However, beating Lindsay on a race like this and making her the champ would prove she is one of the best overall obstacle racers today. The next 3 in the championship series, Rhea, Alyssa, and Rose, are the only ones with a real shot at the podium, depending on how this race goes. Alyssa and Rhea have a history of doing really well in these kinds of courses, with Rhea taking second at Big Bear just a few weeks ago. Side note, Rhea showed up and kicked ass at a sky race recently. Way to go, Rhea. Rounding out the top 10 going into this last race, Leanne Wasteny, Faye Stenning, Ashley Heller, Alex Walker, congrats Alex, she just won in Colorado, and Lacey Bourgeois. Even after Big Bear, there was no movements between positions 4 and 9 with all those women, and Lacey dropping 1 down to 10. It's all really close. They all want to finish high in this race. They all want to finish high in this series. It's going to be exciting to watch. I have to say, I'm really excited and I can't wait to see you there. It's going to be the most important race of the year. Until West Virginia, and then Tahoe, and then maybe Greece and Sweden. Okay, see you there. Points chase. But first, coffee. Let's see what Spartan has on these guys. Mission Big Bear. Can we just pause? Kempson, VJ, Lindsay, I don't believe has lost this title in several years. Lindsay, have you ever lost this title? How many different ways can I fucking try to say this?